When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. And the Hawkeyes will put total leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions offense will have the first crack at it in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They got a huge boost in their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Back to pass, it's Aller. Finds his man. It's Pena. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game. Plus, he's got it. First down and more. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Got him downfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking for space. It's Moulton. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch, and they can score more points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. To throw, it's Allard. Snagged in the middle, it's Pena. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. So after the break, they'll go back to work. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Bunch formation for these receivers. He's going up top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it, linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Slips a tackle. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Give to the running back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Allard. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Under fire. Got it.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Just keeps moving. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Going right to work up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Rushes on him. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage.
Right down the boulevard. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this.
And the ball is loose on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach.
There he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48, and explosive play gets this offense working. The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll off one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Another incompletion on third down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Turning it on! The 10! Touchdown, Hawkeye! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll operate out of split backs. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Now improvising. Makes the catch. It's Singleton.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Let's it fly. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Here's the pressure. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. Fighting off the defender.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. With the catch, it's Ross. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He leaves it with his back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Scanning the field, it's Allard. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Throwing right. Makes the ground. He smashes his way through again. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do that.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Bounced off his feet.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Shotgun snap on third down. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Catch in the middle, it's Penn. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
With the catch, it's Reynolds. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Penn. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Got his man on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Going up top again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Hawkeyes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. On the ground, it's Moulton. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, he's got some space. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
And Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Got room to work. Lots of room to run. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the run, it's Moulton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Touchdown, Iowa! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return. Sets up this offense in solid field position. This drive will get underway from just inside the 30. There he goes. Drills him with the stiff arm. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Dropping back, it's Allard. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket. Nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Finds his tight end. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 3.
Touchdown, Penn State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Under fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Aller. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's going for the goal line. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Looking for room, it's Moulton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Makes the grab. It's Gill. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling.